bite.
Anything with a mouth will bite. Even your baby brother.
You hear this?
anybody.
Anything with a mouth will bite. Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, where I'm very excited to have Stephanie Zweigart here and also Shawnee Sawyer with the Ogden Nature Center, and with them a couple of snakes that will bite. Isn't that great? I've been doing this show for 6 years, and I was terrified of snakes, as you remember, when we first had you guys on. And I remain cautious around snakes. I can at least get up to them, and I can even hold some now, but the smaller they get, the worse it is for me. Right?
Right. Well, and it's a good thing that you're nervous about them. You know, our body protects us against things that can harm us.
Yeah.
And there are certain species of snakes that can harm us. These are not going to harm you. These are actually
But people kill them,
non-venomous
which
species.
is unfortunate because they shouldn't.
It is.
We don't want to do that to them.
Well, the biggest thing with the snake I'm holding, this is Bert, and he's a Great Basin gopher snake.
Yep.
And the biggest thing is he looks like a rattlesnake. He looks like the Great Basin rattlesnake.
Except for that head, that's nothing like a rattlesnake.
Yep,
right?
nothing like a rattlesnake head. The eyes are different, of course. He doesn't have those characteristic cat eyes that a venomous species will have. And of course, no rattle.
Yeah, but they do, if I understand it correctly, I think you taught me this, they do make a rattle sound, typically by rustling some leaves or something,
That's right, yes. They will actually rustle their tail and their bottom half of their body in the ditches and the grasses or the
with
leaves.
this attempt to make a sound of a rattlesnake.
Right.
Both
They're
of these
mimickers.
Snakes are mimickers. So this one is a milk snake, but it mimics a coral snake.
Right.
So there's the saying, red on black, friend of Jack,
Right.
red on yellow, kills a fellow. So we know that he is a milk snake, not a coral snake.
Well, do we have coral snakes in Utah?
We don't.
Yeah. So we should almost always be seen as simply just a milk snake, right?
Right, unless something
yeah,
escaped or
let
something
something
weird.
out that shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And so these guys they don't care about us. They're after other stuff. What are they typically after?
Mice.
Yeah.
Rodents. They are really good rodent catchers. And actually, Great Basin gopher snakes.
That's a little close for me.
Sorry
Thanks,
about
Stephanie.
that. Well, he is his own snake, right?
Yes, he is.
I'm not
He's gonna do
controlling
what he
him.
wants. I'm really not that whacked out about it, but I'm not too confident either. Just saying. Hi. You're a little close, and that tongue's driving me crazy.
So yeah, these are great at taking care of our rodent population, but they'll also actually take care of younger rattlesnakes.
Oh, they will?
Yeah, they're territorial.
Perfect.
So.
Keep them around.
Yeah, they're
I'm all
great.
for that.
They're great to have in your yard.
Wow.
Absolutely.
All right. So, okay, over here, you guys heard me talk about this, the spider. I mentioned the fact that I saw a pretty big tarantula here in Park City. We have tarantulas. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Okay, so what are some of the spiders that we do have in Utah?
Well, we have a Salt Lake Brown, which is a tarantula.
Yeah.
And what you saw, we were listening to the conversation,
Yeah.
you actually probably saw a male tarantula.
Yes.
They wander in the fall.
Yeah, they sure do.
They're
looking for love.
They're looking for
love?
Yes, they're speaking the language of love, right?
I thought that was all a spring kind of thing.
No, the males will wander, and sometimes they'll get into houses or backyards or things like that. I
boy.
had one in my house, crawled through the dog door.
Yikes.
And what they'll do is they will go up to the female den, her little burrow, and she makes a little web on her burrow, and
she
they'll
does.
basically drum. They'll tap
make
their
noise
feet.
tapping on it?
Yeah, they'll tap to see if she
They
invites
let me
them in. Yeah,
sweetheart, I'm here.
that's right.
And then after they do their business and more babies are made for the next year and they propagate, then she eats the male.
Of course.
So that she has the strength to get through the winter and have those babies the next year.
So there's really no difference between that and us. I mean, it's basically the
truth.
same thing. Yeah, wow, that's terrifying.
Short lifespan for tarantulas.
Well,
Especially the male.
the male will only live about a year, and females will live 10 to 12 years.
That seems unfair. Just saying. Now you're dressed for Halloween.
We are.
And what are you? Are you
What am
scorpion?
I? I'm a scorpion.
Uh-huh.
Another
We have
arachnid.
scorpions.
We have scorpions too, and they are both arachnids.
Really?
And she has her babies on her back.
That's right. They carry their babies on their back. So
Okay, well, something I noticed about this spider that I ran into the other day, and
Yes.
I think it's a defense mechanism, and maybe we'll show the video this hour. Right? It's kind of funny, but he brought back a couple of his
he
feet.
rears up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had never seen anything like this, and then he ran right at me, which.
Well,
not
you know, when you got a year to find a lady and reproduce, you're going to be pretty
You got some work to do,
right?
yeah, and maybe you're angry.
He was busy and you were getting in his way, is what was happening.
Yeah, I was blocking the path.
The rearing is a warning. So
Okay.
he was warning you to get away, basically. But
It worked.
Yes. Anything with a mouth can bite. We've said that, right? But their biggest defense is actually they have hair on the back of their body.
Yeah.
And they'll take their back legs and scrape that hair onto you if they're irritated.
Does that hurt?
It's yes. It's
an irritant.
It's an irritant. So
Makes
it feels
you itchy.
It feels wrong. It feels pokey, like you kind of stuck your hand in a cactus, you know.
my.
And that's how they defend themselves from birds and things that are attacking them.
Wow.
But if you get bit by one, they're non-venomous.
Venomous.
They're not going to
It just
kill you.
hurts.
It hurts. It's like a bee sting.
But it's a bad bee sting. That's what I'm thinking. Now he's got this one in here. What kind is it again?
It's a Rosian-haired tarantula, a Chilean rose-haired tarantula.
Chilean. So this is not what we'll see in
No,
Utah.
this
but,
is not a local species.
But mine was almost this big, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see a spider that big in Utah. That was the first time in my life. But I'm looking at this poor little cricket in here, and he seems to be doing okay. But why isn't he moving? Why isn't he trying to get away from that thing?
Probably because he's been in there long enough. They got fed yesterday, so
So he's like, "You're not gonna bother me."
Yeah, she ate what she wanted to, and now she's full, and so there's no threat to the
Did
cricket at the
she
moment.
eat a male already? Did she eat a male?
No.
Okay. All right. Now you guys have some nighttime events that are coming up, right?
Creatures of the Night next Friday and Saturday. This is our
gonna go out and look for these
big
things?
Halloween event. No, we actually do a lot of presentations. We do animal presentations where we'll have snakes and owls and tarantulas out.
Yeah.
We have carnival games where you can get your fortune told.
Yeah, I say a fortune teller. You can do this right now for me.
Sure,
Can
do you want
Absolutely.
to?
Yes.
So we're doing animal fortunes because we can learn from nature.
Right.
And animals can always teach us about ourselves.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is just reach
I'm
in
gonna reach
there.
in here?
There's not a spider, I
Yeah,
promise.
I want to make sure.
And pull out an animal and show us what you got.
All right, I'll see.
Oh, an elephant, which is awesome.
That's a good one for me.
So elephant reminds us of memory and family because
Oh, yeah.
elephants are fabulous family animals. And
Yep.
so it's telling you to cherish the memories that you have with your family.
There you go. I like that a lot. All right, you should get one. Let's see. Let's see if
Okay.
I can do this. I have some skills.
All right,
Let's
let's
see.
hear it.
Let's see what we got. Oh,
A zebra.
a zebra. A zebra. So you're one who likes to be different, yet still fits in.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Right?
it.
Yeah,
That's
you like that?
true. It's
you,
true.
You lead with fashion. Other people follow, right? And you're not afraid to be you.
That is exactly right. No two zebras are the same. Their
That's
patterns
right.
are all unique.
Ah, how about that?
You are a professional at
That's
this.
do
right.
this for a living.
You're hired next
You
Friday
can
and Saturday.
come to our event.
Let me see what's in Stephanie's future. Lots of kids. Lots of children.
She already has two.
Two and we're done.
No, they're just coming to visit.
Oh, lots of children to the
They're-
nature center, not children of your
Yeah.
own.
Okay.
They're afraid of snakes and spiders.
Well, that's what we're there for. We're going
wanna
to
get
teach
that-
them.
that-
Creatures of
work
the Night
that
is a
out.
great non-spooky Halloween event for those that are
All right, bring him closer. Bring
are
him closer.
not-
I can handle it.
those that are not ready for the haunted forests and other activities.
Right.
We do a non-spooky Halloween. We do a crepuscular creep where we hike and our characters are dressed up and we'll teach you about their creatures so you get a little hike in. We've got carnival games and food and games and crafts and live animals. You can't go wrong.
Excellent. Thank you guys so very much. As
Absolutely.
always, it's the Ogden Nature Center. You want to get up there and take a look at all of the fun activities they have. Of course, one of the biggest fun activities is learning. That's what your kids will get. That's what you'll get every time you visit the Ogden Nature Center. We'll be back with Katie Wing right after these messages.